My name is Pramila Jayapal, and I'm the Congresswoman for Washington's 7th Congressional District. I'm endorsing Bernie Sanders because he is steadfast, he is trustworthy, I believe he will fight for us, and he has a clarity of policy prescriptions that go to the heart of what working people need. And I believe he will make our country the place that we can be proud of again. I came here as an immigrant when I was 16 years old by myself as the first South Asian American woman ever elected to Congress, as one of only 14 immigrants born outside of the United States and naturalized to serve in Congress today. We cannot think about our life ahead of us if we're not valued and if we don't have the rights that everybody has. Bernie Sanders, with his own parents' immigration history, I think this is very present for him. Whether you came to escape, perhaps also forced by climate change or drought or war or persecution, this has been a refuge. And Bernie Sanders understands that from his own personal history, and I believe he will fight for us as immigrants and for the country as a country whose history is so deeply rooted in immigration. Well, one of the things about being an immigrant, a woman of color, is that we don't look at anything through one lens. For us, feminism is intersectional. It has to do with the kind of respect that we are allowed, not only over the choices that we make with our bodies, which is deeply important, but also the jobs that we have, the immigration status that we're able to live with, the dignity that we get, whether or not our families in other countries are going to be put through endless wars. And I believe that on all of those counts, Bernie Sanders is going to deliver for us as women. He's going to make the world a more peaceful and just place. And women, through the course of history, have always been the ones to hold that center, whether in their families, their communities, or their countries. I heard Bernie Sanders speaking and I started following him, and then I started looking at his background, and here was somebody who had this incredible authenticity. First of all, you believed that he believed what he was saying, and you believed that he would fight for what he was saying. But also this long history. At the time, I was working on the $15 minimum wage. I was one of the early activists in our state around that, and I was on the committee that passed a $15 minimum wage. Bernie Sanders was talking about a living wage back in 1993. And here I was in this day and age with Democrats at that time, as well as others, saying, oh, we can't raise the minimum wage. It's too hard. It's too complicated. It's going to hurt our economy. Not Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders was talking about Medicare for all. I was talking about college for all. He was talking about college for all. And not just talking about it, but had been building the movement for that. And the energy and the excitement from young people and folks of color and people who felt like they had been left out was so palpable. Nothing can be done just as one. It has to be done as the movement. And that's the organizer in Bernie, inside and outside. He won't just be president and commander-in-chief, he'll be organizer-in-chief.